Mm-mm-mm-mm. So it says I'm live. Am I live?
Yeah.
Am I actually here?
Yes.
Good evening, folks. Good to see everyone coming in. Special night for me, anyway. And thank you all for coming in and sharing it with me. And I got a whole bunch of people in here already. So, wow, let's see. Val and Dad Cave, Natalie, Nicole, Dawn, Stanley, Joshua, and started to get a bunch of folks in from Johnny Red Pepper or Johnny Small Pepper. And so I'll try to keep up with you guys as much as I can. Eli, good evening. Mike's Home Fishing. Old Fart Gaming, good evening. Joshua, let's see here. Natalie Nicole, Mrs. Old Guy, good evening. Trippy Food, I'm alive. Indeed, I am. Well, thanks for coming in. Hey, Brainstorm, thank you, man. I appreciate you coming in. Dawn. Janice, hi, thank you. Yeah, this is going to be something different tonight. Nez, good evening. For those of you that have not ever been to any of my lives or anything, welcome to my kitchen. This is where I do them. Figured a good place to do it. Mike's Home Fishing. Trust me. Well, welcome, Mike. Great. I'm looking forward to your return. I will try to keep up with chat as much as I can. I'm going to take a look here and make sure that I've not gone beyond. Let's see. Eli, dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to watch OG eat some good food. Well, I suppose you could call it perhaps good food gone bad. Oh, let me have a drink of water. It has been an amazingly beautiful day here. It got up to like 73 degrees, which is out of the ordinary for this time of year. Really nice day. Actually pulled the hose back out and watered the grass because it's starting to get dry. Steve Russell. Actually, the missus is here. She's just watching on her computer because I'm not cooking tonight. Not really. So anything I need to do, I can just do right here. And this gives Mrs. Old Guy a break away from doing the normal thing, which we're going to do tomorrow night anyway. So it saves her from 2 nights, I guess. So, like I said, I will try good quality ingredients. Oh, sure. And just so for those of you that are new here and don't know what I have been planning, I think I'm going to go back a little bit here. And I'm going to start with why I even have my channel to start with, and then we'll get up to what I'm going to do here to celebrate. Back in 2019, early 2019, my colon ruptured and I almost died. Just plain and simple. Fortunately, as you can see, I did not. But it was a long road to recovery in 2019, and so I had a lot of extra time in front of my computer just looking at different stuff, and really started watching YouTube a lot, and started watching reviews. I started this all started with me wanting to go to California for a French dip because I knew that their origin was in California, and I happened to stumble across Val at Trippy Food, who is in the audience. Happened to run across his review of Cole and Philippe, which is the two French dip people there in the Los Angeles area that claim the French dip as their own. And so I made a comment on his video, and we talked a little bit, and then really nothing more than that. But it, for some reason, well, obviously coming close to dying, kind of puts things in perspective. And I thought, well, it would be kind of fun if I left a little something of me that will carry on a little while after I'm gone. And I thought, hey, why not? Let's do a live stream. Val is a guy close to my age. Of course, I didn't know him then as I do now, but it was kind of like my inspiration, and for me to kind of get a YouTube channel started. So my first one, geez, oh boy, 45 minutes long, I think. Okay, let me catch up here. Sean, hey buddy, I'm glad you're here. Who else? Boy, Dogman. Let's see, Mike's. I said hi to Mike's. All right, yes, and it is so. Because of this issue that I had, spicy things, which are all the trend right now, are not on my diet in the way that I could eat something particularly spicy just for the fact of it being hot and it's going to burn my mouth and all the fun stuff. The doctor is like, don't do that. I can still eat spicy things like, ghost pepper. I'll still use it in my barbecue sauce, and it'll be hot. It's just I can't go overboard like 2, 3, 4 million Scovilles. That wouldn't be a good thing. So I decided that I'll just go with something that probably nobody should ever eat, and so the menu tonight is a raw oyster with Vienna sausage, and I'm going to top that with chocolate sauce and blue cheese dressing, and it's going to be a beautiful little dish. It'll have a nice presentation, and it's a kind of a dish for everyone. For people that, like me, that don't like raw oysters, the preparation and the ingredients really only augment how much we don't like oysters. And for those of you that like raw oysters, are probably going to have almost the same repulsion of not wanting to ever try what I'm going to try. So I want to say hi to my brother also, Doug, before I forget, and Shar sitting at home tonight. Thanks for watching. Thanks everybody for your support on my channel. It has been a lot of fun and a great outlet for me to do some of the crazy things that I like to do. A few years ago, in fact, many years ago, let me catch up. Photos Against Anxiety. Good evening. Johnny, good evening. And thank you, sir, for everything. And thanks, Gray Wolf, for coming in. Who else have I missed? Cheep, 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 chew. All right. River Rat. All right. Nez. Okay, so getting back to the fun stuff. I need another drink. So this just gives me a chance to go crazy and do some of the things that I wanted to do many years ago. I'd always wondered what it would be like to do stand-up comedy, and I talked about it with the missus, and I said, I don't want that to be one of those things that in 30 years from now, I wish I would have tried it. I wish I would have at least tried it. And so I did. And for 7 years, strictly on an amateur level, I performed at the Comedy Works down in Denver, and competed in the Comedy Works Comedy Central stand-up comedy competition for 5 years in a row. That was good fun. The best I did on that was placed in the top 10 out of a field of 450, which was pretty nice. But oh well. Hey, I didn't quit my day job, and it's a good thing. Oh boy! So yes, the oyster and fun stuff. What let's see here. What I gotta look at this chat. Having it here. Having. I thought, well, I should be able to kind of say what's going on and keep up with the chat, but that's not looking too well. Living Life Loving, good evening. Welcome. Welcome to everybody that is new in Old Guy's Kitchen. I want to mention tomorrow night we are having Mongolian beef. And that'll be really good. I forget, Mrs. Old Guy, can you yell at me?
Yeah.
Who was that requested that?
Steve and Eli.
Steve and Eli requested. A couple of my regular watchers requested Mongolian beef, so that's what came up. The voted in side dish is going to be fried ramen. And what was the dessert, Mrs. Old Guy? Oh, dessert pizza. Yum. So tomorrow night, my regular live stream time, 5 p.m. My time. Whatever that is, your time. Depends on where you live, right? Okay. Let me just look at the stuff here. All right. By the way, I do not mind. Danky, good evening. Good evening, good evening. For those of you that have been watching part 3 and the final and the conclusion of A Pie in the Sky, the George and Pudgy show on my other channel, the Old Guy Players, Old Guy Radio Players, if you want to check that out. If you haven't listened to the other 2 parts, go ahead. They're not long, 15 minutes roughly, so give them a check out. More coming, the new adventure of a hunting we will go. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be an 8-parter, guys. So be ready for that one. What else we got going on here, Danky? What'd you have for tater tot casserole? I like tater tot casserole. Weenie and chocolate sauce. Yep, that was. See, I have a thing about this. Then, right, Brainstorm. It's like a fetish. I just gotta. And anything I ever eat gross, not everything, but most things, it's gotta have Vienna sausages and chocolate syrup, which just never goes together, ever. But then again, the Beanie Weenie candy corn smoothie wasn't very tasty either. National Parks Princess, good evening. Welcome. We don't live very far away from some national parks ourselves, at least state parks. Brainstorm. Okay, wow. So, yes, nothing but the finest ingredients. It wasn't as difficult to find some find fresh oysters as I thought it might be here. You know, local grocery store. No hassle. I thought it might be, but only because for some reason this part of Colorado seems to lack, I don't know, just a lot of the things that I would normally find, I think, in a larger metropolitan area. And that everything from limited time items, that, you know, food products, or even just like things you might find in a store. You're not going to find them here. If you went to Denver, you'd probably find it. So that's all right. I'm getting used to it now. Rocky Mountain oysters. I do remember doing those when I first started doing them. And thank you for bringing that up, Val. When I first started doing my live stream, I was doing a fried, what would I call it, Mrs. Old Guy? I don't know. Something with the fry cam.
Yep, that's it.
I had a couple of cameras, you know, one to observe the fryer while I was frying whatever snack or whatever. And Rocky Mountain oysters. Here's a fun little story. I did that one night, but I was looking around to get some for that live stream, and couldn't find any like local butchers that had them. So I thought, well, I'll call this grocery store and see if they have them. And this gal gets on the phone and, you know, can I meat and seafood, please? Sure. So she sends me back to meat and seafood, and this other gal answers meat and seafood, and I said, yeah, do you guys happen to have any Rocky Mountain oysters? And she said, well, you know, I don't think we have any right now, but I could check with my I can check with my seafood guy in the morning and call you back. So she obviously had absolutely no clue what a Rocky Mountain oyster was. So, and they weren't as good as I remembered them being. Hadn't had them in like 30 years, and yeah, people's tastes change. They just weren't as appealing as they used to be. Yep, the frying episodes, yes. And I tried different things. I think I had one that was called the Meat Sweats, where I tried battering and deep frying different meat snacks, which worked in varying degrees, and I never really did get, sweaty. But, you know, is that a problem when you eat meat and you don't sweat? I don't know. Anyway, having some fun on YouTube is the main thing for me on this. Being zany, being goofy, doing things that off the wall that I wouldn't normally do. And I think tonight I'm going to play myself a little game. If you guys are going to stick around and watch, that's going to be fun, I hope. But I got myself some hats over here. Got myself a pile of hats. And I'm sure you've heard saying, you know, the hat makes the man, or, you know, wear many hats. So, Monster Heat, good evening. Thank you. You know, I do have some thanks, and big thanks to Johnny Smallpepper. He had a lot of his crew come and get me over the top. I think in a 24-hour period, it was 29 subscribers. And that was just amazing. And every single one of them stayed. Not a single one dropped off. So that was that was really cool to see that many people subscribe to start with. And thank you so much, Johnny. I really appreciate that. But it was also amazing that they all, stayed. I've had YouTube do that to me, just like you were saying, numerous times. Around the 500 one was mine that they really screwed with me. Get up to 498 and drop down to 422. Not too big of a drop, you know what I mean. Okay, Turtle King. Hey, good evening. Thank you for dropping in. Yep. The ribs. Oh, if you're talking about those beef ribs, yeah, they were absolutely delicious. Well, and so was the deep fried ribs on the fried episode, if that's what you're talking about. That was really one of the better ones. All right, so I've got these different hats, and I thought, well, let's see what kind of little character that I can come up with just for a minute or so for each one of these styles of hat. Can you see that okay, this old guy?
Yep.
I'm going to wait for a second, and you tell me if you see this hat okay. Let's see what kind of hat that is.
Yep.
Okay. I want to, because the hat matters, right? So, I'm going to play with these, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be boring, whether it be entertaining, as a way to celebrate my victory for myself. Let's see what happens with these hats, huh? Yeah. Good day, Gluttony. Have you got a light then? Can you spare your brother some copper? I needs to go down and scoop out the shed, I do. Mrs. keeps dropping the bucket. Smells keeping me up at night. Can't sleep at all. What was that? Oh, look at this one. Oh. I gotta break it for a second. Here's my buddy. Here's my buddy. Hi, I'm Skippy. I like to play stick, and I learned how to rubber my duck, and I play with things that I shouldn't, but my mommy never catches me. No? Well, Chuck, if you feel like coming down to the docks later, we can go fishing. Just bought me a new 20-footer. No? I don't know what I'm doing with that. What am I doing? Oh! Now, what do you think? Hi, Bobby! Hi, Skippy! You want to play catch? Look! Look! I'm flying! I'm flying! I got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich! Yummy! Good evening, and welcome to Pasha's Debanak. Prince Yarbles will be joining us in a moment. Prince Yarbles. Prince Yarbles. Hey, my name's Chuck. I like Red Man chewing tobacco. All right, that one's gone. That one's gone. Oh, the fedora broke me. I've broken the fedora! You, Muggsy, and No Neck Tony, come down to the garage on Monday morning and we're gonna bust some freaking kneecaps. Extra! Extra! Read all about it. Man shot the leg by a man shot the leg. Read all about it. Okay, that was fun, kind of. No idea what I'm doing. Yes. I should have been, no, I should not have been an actor. I had no idea what I'm doing. I appreciate everybody in here, though. This has been fun. Having these live streams, the Saturday night live streams are something that we both look forward to, but both Mrs. Old Guy and I. I like doing my videos, crazy ones, regular ones, whatever they are. I always enjoy doing it. Mrs. Old Guy made a good point that I've never put out a bloopers video, and she's right, I haven't. And so I will have to go through. I did delete a lot of stuff just to make room on my ancient computer so I can keep going. But I will, at some point, I'll try to do that, make a blooper one. This is just something that I really like to do. I never expected, or never will I expect to have anything more come from this other than what's happening now. Have some people watch and maybe be mildly entertained, and that's, I can't expect more. So, should I talk a little bit about these top-notch gourmet toppings that I got for my my little celebration meal? Should I dare to call it a meal? So I've got the Kroger brand chunky blue cheese.
You might want to move the hats.
Oh, are they in my way?
Kind of.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Oldham. Let me put these out of the way. Okay, so I got this chunky blue cheese dressing, and it says dress and dip. So I could, just dip it, but that'll be one of the fun things. Let's see, I'm gonna catch up. Greg Wells. Hey, I'm glad you could make it, man, from the future. He must have known that I would be on now and hence not be late because he's from the future and I am stuck here in the past with you folks. So, well, John, yeah, or Sean, you're probably right. My stomach was probably not going to like it. As a matter of fact, that reminds me. Thank you for that, Sean. Just in case, you get my little bucket here, and I'll get onto this here in a little while. Just in case, I'm actually going to try and consume the whole thing, so we'll see how well that goes. So, moving on to our next ingredient. The Libby's Vienna sausage. And Brainstorm is right. Boy, it's been a year or so ago, maybe more. I did a Vienna sausage chocolate syrup challenge to eat a whole can of these doused in chocolate syrup, which is pretty disgusting, by the way. And so we've got these high fat, high salt content little jobbies. And back to the Kroger, because Kroger's so good. Chocolate syrup. All right. And then, of course, I picked some fresh mint from our yard. So I'm going to have a nice little aromatic mint kind of element to this now. And then, of course, the star of the show, the oyster, is residing in the refrigerator at the moment. And I'll be pulling him out shortly. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, the Challenger's okay. I've got a lot of. There's no way I'm going to see everything that's come out in chat. Let's see here. Chunky. Yeah. It might. You never know what might come back up, Val. So yes. I guess I could go ahead and take a second, walk over here, and let's get that. The guy at the butcher block seemed pretty impressed when I asked for one. But I didn't look for the smallest one, that's for sure. There you go. See how... Okay, so I didn't grab the tiniest one in the display case. And I do not at all like raw oysters. It's like eating a big, salty, slimy sea booger. All right, what's going on here? Let me take a quick look over here and try to address people somewhat here, because I tried. Blue cheese dressing. No, Mike, it's actually going to be the dressing itself. I thought about blue cheese crumbles, but, I figured the dressing would just cover more. Happy birthday, Sean. Yep, today is Sean's birthday. And, boy, there's a lot of you that have channels. And so if you guys want to, I don't know if it'll let you, but if it will, go ahead and post the info for your channel on on my stream here. That's fine. Everybody is family for me. These live streams and everything are just a lot of fun for me. Doing the Georgia Pudgy show. Still waiting to hear back from the folks at NPR, but things sounded pretty positive last time I heard from them. Right, so boy, we've got this oyster. It's been a long time since I've opened an oyster. In a way, I'm not really, of course I'm not looking forward to it. I don't know anybody that would be looking forward to eating this madness. So... I think maybe I should do a little bit of prep work here. What did I do with that can? Let's get these Vienna sausages. You just can't plunk a sausage right on top. That's no presentation at all. All right. Oh, smells like chicken flavored cat food. Vienna sausages should have remained in Vienna. You know, I bet if you actually went to Vienna and said, hey, can I get a can of Vienna sausages? I can almost guarantee you you're not going to get one of these. And if you do, I feel sorry for the folks in Vienna. Ah, just kidding. All right. So you got to slice these up on a nice bias and get a nice presentation here. I don't know. I think I might have to go 2 to get a proper presentation. Let me grab another one here.
Eli wants to know if it'll brulee.
Eli, I thought about that. I wondered if it would brulee. But I figured it was going to be bad enough as it is. Hey, Disposable Cinema. Good evening, guys. Arthur and Olivia. I don't know who else might be watching. Good evening. Glad you're here. Okay. More chicken flavored cat food. Again, we're going to get these sliced up real nice here. It's all in the presentation, folks. All right, now let's see if I can... Got to kind of arrange them here nicely so that when I put them onto the oyster, it just kind of presents itself. Do you know what I mean? And this may be something that you would actually serve someone at a cocktail party. If you really don't want to host another one. I'm sure that if you served them this tasty little appetizer, they would probably never ask you to host again. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate I thank you for the thank yous. 1,000 subs. It is, it's definitely one of those milestones that I've seen just kind of slowly plod along, and I've always been amazed that, hey, what do you know? There's actually 800 people that want to watch my channel. Now it's 1,000, and I have a great time. And all right, you guys got the message. Let me get this oyster opened. We're getting close to the time. Actually, I'm right in it. Don't want to cut myself, that's for sure. Cousin Cletus. You know, that's a really good question. Cousin Cletus hasn't been around for a while, and I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah. But he'll make an appearance sometime soon. It's been a while since he's been around. Ugh. As you can tell, it's been a while since I've tried to open any oysters. Let's see what's going on. For those of you that were not here earlier, the last part of the Pie in the Sky, George and Pudgy. There we go. George and Pudgy show has been edited and posted, and the Hunting We Will Go, the first episode, will be out next week, Friday, and we'll go through all 8 episodes of those. One a week coming up. So, and for those of you that have been watching, more George and Pudgy are on the writing board, so to speak. Who else we got in here? Missouri Outlaw. Randy. Good evening, Randy. Who else we got in here that a lot of folks that are new that I don't recognize, and I really appreciate you coming in. Appreciate Johnny Small Pepper and everybody from his gang hanging out tonight. All right. Well, let's get this. Let's get this done here. Oh my God. Look at the size of this sea booger. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Try and get away these little bits of shell here. Can you see how big that oyster is? That's not like... grab yourself a big one, Tom.
My brother's here.
Jamie, good evening. Welcome to the madness. I just opened my oyster, and I'm getting ready to go ahead and finish the dish off here. So I've got the Vienna sausage as promised, and we'll take and just kind of go along each side of the oyster. There we go. That's looking very nice, and I think these end tips will fit very nicely right here. Okay. So far, so good. And believe me, this isn't something you're going to find at a restaurant in New York. That'll believe you me. Okay, I suppose I should finish it completely off. So we got some chocolate syrup. Let's see here. Let me look back here. Look for pearls. Janice, I would, but these are farm raised, so there's probably not going to be a pearl. But I did think about that. You had to pick the biggest oyster. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's just the way it is. That's the way it is. Crackers. Oh, yeah. See, now I know some folks would just love these. Just no problem. And I gotta like it. I don't mind cooked oysters, but I don't like them raw. All right. Let's get this open. Are you gonna cooperate? Why, don't you love that the provided tab to open these things doesn't work? Yep. Plain crappy chocolate syrup. So, before I cover this too much, let me get over here and show you folks what we've got here. You can tell me whether or not you can see that okay, Mrs. Old Guy. It's going to take a second for her to be able to see it. But,
Yeah, down just a little bit.
down
There
just
you
a,
go. That's good.
look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look simply revolting? Even somebody that likes oysters should be pretty well put off by this concoction. Oh, let's see. Let me go back here. Tabasco sauce, yeah. Scratching sound with the oyster shell. Oh, is it? Is it that bad for you, like the chalkboard? Emmanuel, good evening. Welcome. You're about ready to see somebody eat something they probably shouldn't eat. We don't eat Vienna sausages, chocolate syrup. We don't because it's easy. We do it because it's hard. We do it because we are complete morons to say that, yeah, when I get 1,000 subs, thinking 1,000 subs is so far away that, people will forget. But when you yourself keep saying it over and over. All right, anyway, let's get this pool of chocolate syrup on there. So far, so bad. And we'll get this blue cheese open. And I'm really going to try not to... I do have my bucket here. And there's really no guarantee that I can even swallow a bite. But I'm going to find out. Oh, that is really thick blue cheese. Oh. Oh. That looks absolutely revolting. Let's see here. Looking Meg makes you want to. Yes, I do have a receptacle handy. Yeah, I can't eat raw oysters, but I'll eat clams and stuff. Johnny, I might. I might. So we're going to find out what happens. I'm going to do the best I can. Thank you, Sean. Woo! All right. So now I'm going to need to garnish our little dish here. Mon ami. Mwah. All right, let me clear my area here because I can't just eat it like that. Get these in the ice box. Because you eat with your eyes too, right? It has to look presentable. So let me set this over here. So we got ourselves a nice little cloth. plate with a candle. And this just isn't any plate. This is an ant. These are ant poly plants. Plates. Glass plates from the 1920s. Is that right, Mrs. Olguy?
Yes, that's correct.
So we are pulling out the good stuff here, folks. Oh, and I'll set this on here. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Oyster a la old guy. Look at that. Get your cameras out, guys. Take pictures.
Just a little bit.
What's that?
Down just a little bit.
Down just a little bit.
There you go.
Look at that, ladies. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Wouldn't you, you'd pay $20-$30 for something like this at a fancy restaurant. Look at that. My mouth is watering. Oh, no, wait, that's my eyes. So, the moment has come, and I really can't put too much of this off any further. But before I eat this, I'm going to say thank you again to absolutely everybody for supporting my channel, including a special thank you to help me with my patrons, Greg Wells, but there was Scott,
Yes.
and two more,
Jordan Poe and
Jordan Poe, and
her husband. I don't remember.
and I can't remember their, but thank you for the 4 Patreon members, especially. Thank you so much. This is so much fun, and I'm doing this for you guys as well as me, and this is my way of saying thanks by doing something that nobody should do. All right, here we go. Got to make sure I get some of that oyster in there. Okay, some sausage. Oh, that was a nice big piece. Okay, there we go. Cheers, folks. Oh my God. Oh. Well, that went well.
Try to have a bite.
Mrs. Old Guy thinks I should try another bite. I guess she's right.
Just put it in your mouth and swallow it.
That's never mind. Okay. I'll try another bite. That first bite was special. Oh. Okay. Here we go. Come on, I don't see a hunk of...
Stanley Furrow is your other one.
What?
Stanley is your other Patreon.
Ah, Stanley, thank you. Okay.
Arnold.
This is like going to... It's like ordering the Booger Supreme. Second attempt. Can I even get a bite down without puking? I don't want to do this. Well, I managed to swallow it.
Well, that's a good thing.
I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Well, sir. The appetizer was... Oh, wow. Wow. Let's see here. I gotta catch up on folks. Holy crap. That was... I need a second here, guys. Whoa. Oh boy. Okay. Wow. That was a taste experience that I never want again. Let me see here. Thank you. He's a better man than me for trying. Well, I don't know, Johnny. If I'm better, maybe dumber. Oh, boy. What have we got? Save the leaving for Chumley. Yeah, he might. I don't know. The chocolate syrup. That was awesome, Tom. A lot of people wouldn't even try that. Well, thank you, Sean. I shouldn't have tried it. It wasn't very good.
Arnold.
What'd you say?
Arnold.
What'd he say?
He's here.
Oh, hi, Arnold. Yeah, you got to see your Uncle Tom gross himself out. Oh, boy.
I don't remember what he said.
That was... How do you explain the flavor? The as expected, the texture of the oyster against the texture of the Vienna sausage. It was like chewing gritty slime. And now, of course, it tastes of, it comes from the ocean, so it tastes of the ocean, and mixed with next to most powerful flavor was the blue cheese dressing, but the sweetness of the chocolate syrup kind of followed in on as a back note, and it just, that was that was just terrible. First one, it wouldn't let me swallow it. Second one, I barely got down. I'm surprised that I actually got it swallowed. I really am. That was just awful. And I guess I'm not going to say or promise anything about what I will do for 5,000 subs, because I already got myself into trouble enough as it was eating an oyster. I hope it was worth the watch for you guys. I wanted to do something at least somewhat entertaining, and I hope it has been. I really do. I do this strictly for fun, really. I'll always probably spend way more than I'll ever make from YouTube. So money has never been has been the thought, nor it will be, because it's just not a realistic expectation by any means. So strictly for fun, guys, and that's what I'm having, and I'm certainly hope that you have been having a good time tonight. If you're new here, well, I guess you wouldn't be chatting in the chat if you weren't subscribed. But I appreciate all the new subscribers that came over from Johnny Smallpepper. You guys are like new family, so welcome. This is not. I don't like to eat horrible things, but I do. Val over at Trippy Food and I have done some very odd food concoctions, and we'll probably continue to do so in the future. More coming up. For those of you that like the clown, the Pops Off the Clown, there is a new and dynamic part of the clown that is about to be introduced. So be ready for that. That'll be coming up this week. We have got so many people in here that are here for the first time. Welcome to my kitchen, or Explorer, Josie. Image Landscape and Concrete. Hello. Lots of new people, and it's always great to see the new folks hanging out. The George and Budgie show again. On my I guess I'm not going to call it my sister channel, because it's not my sister. my other channel, the Old Guy Radio Players. Go over there and check that out. And I've got the Georgia Pudgy radio show going there. More episodes coming out starting next week. A new adventure begins, and many more to come. Let's see. Oh yes, Tim, crazy food crew. Tim and everybody. Hi guys. I hope you didn't miss my oyster chow. Go back and watch if you did, because I'm interested. It was terrible. Waiting for your sardines to get bruleed. Well, Arnold, just keep right on waiting. It may or may not happen. I did not get hardly any videos done these last like 8 or 9 days. Had a bout of a bout of this thing I get to deal with, and they laid me up for several days, so I didn't get any of my normal videos done, like my daily brulee, and I actually do those every day, but didn't get it done. So feeling better now. I'm glad I was feeling better enough to do this tonight. Wednesday I had my doubts, I really did, but things came back together, and that's a good thing. All right. Well, let's see what's going on here. Wow. There is so much to catch up on. Program. Oh, yeah, the clown will be great. The clown will be... You'll be surprised, I think. We'll see. Thank you. Well, I did think about bruleeing the oyster, but things that are really wet would just do nothing but soak up the sugar. Wouldn't be too easy to brulee. Oh, I am absolutely feeling much better. Well, Arnold, you're right about that. That was pretty nasty. That was one of the most horrible things I've ever eaten, but still not the worst. I'm still thinking that the worst one was the when I did the Trippy Food parody of Iffy Food and the 2020 burrito. That was horrible. And for those of you that haven't seen it, you should look it up. The Trippy Food parody. And I think it also says 2020 burrito on there. But that was a very unappetizing burrito that no one should ever attempt. Although I will say that Val over at Trippy Food, he did eat a couple of bites where I was unable to actually even eat one. But what do we got here? Oysters, mussels. Randy Wardell. David Wardell, going to have a double. Who said that?
Val.
Oh, thank you, Val. I appreciate that. I think that brulee the Vienna sausage, not a bad idea. I think the Georgian Pudgy turned out. It's a much, for lack of better words, cleaner sounding. You know, it. Ink Dweller. What's my follow-up? Well, my follow-up to tonight's stream is going to be tomorrow night's normal Saturday night dinner. which happens to be Mongolian beef. And as far as off the wall videos like this, well, I've got the Pops Off the Clowns coming up this week. And believe me, you're going to be, for those of you that have seen Pops Off, you're going to freak out. That's all I'm going to say on that. And what was still nasty? What is? Oh, the brulee, the Vanessa. Well, a lot of things were. I'm not sure what Val is referring to. On it was still nasty. We did so many bad things that that normal people shouldn't eat. All right, guys. Well,
Did you hear me?
no.
Ink Dweller is Eddie.
Oh, Ink Dweller is Eddie. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thank you. I did not know that. My nephew Eddie is here. Well, really, I hope you got to see me eat that too, because I'm not taking another bite. Oh no, Pops. Pops Off did not go to rehab. Believe me. Oh, the 2020 burrito. Oh yeah, it was still nasty, but you managed to swallow a couple of bites, whereas I wasn't able to do so. But then again, you're more adventurous than I am when it comes to trying different or new things. I am open to an extent to trying new things, but hats off to you because you certainly have tried a lot of things that I wouldn't even begin to even think of. So what do I need to promise, Stanley? That I'm going to do something crazy? Pops Off will do something that you're not going to forget? Maybe? I don't know. There'll be some other things that are in the works. I had started the writing a Western program for the radio programs. That kind of got put on the back burner, but I'm kind of pushing that back forward again. So I'm hoping to premiere the Myers Crossing coming up maybe right after the first of the year. We'll see. Maybe sooner. There is. No, Val is not streaming tomorrow, which is Saturday for us here. But I will be. Val's stream is going to be on Sunday, Monday for you, Mr. Man in the future. Oh, yeah, it has mushy peas. Very mushy peas. That 2020 burrito was, yeah, not good. But then again, Val and I also had a meatball tuna fish salad. Meatball marinara tuna fish salad sub from Subway. That wasn't good. Not at all. So, okay, guys. Well, I think I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to have this live stream and do this crazy thing with this raw oyster just as my way of saying thank you for being a subscriber to my channel, for watching my channel, commenting and hitting the likes, and it's without you guys it's pointless, right? It's absolutely pointless. So thank you very much for putting up with this old guy. I definitely appreciate it. Check each other's channels out. I'm not quite the orator that some guys are on these channels and can really, get it out there and have tongues of silver, which, in my tongue of clay. So I think you know what I'm saying. Just get out there and support each other's. I appreciate everybody that has supported me over the years, and I'm going to get out of here. I will see everybody, I hope. I'll see everybody tomorrow night, my normal time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I believe that's 4 p.m. down out on the West Coast, and like 7 or 8 p.m. on the West Coast. So, all right, I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Thank you again very much for your support. Thank you for hanging out with my live stream. I'm going to get out of here, and thanks again. Bye-bye.